And DoorDash on Monday added new AI-powered tools that let merchants speed up onboarding, edit photos to make dishes look better, and create websites based on their app listings. And the onboarding tool works similarly to the one Amazon launched in 2024. Merchants can point the tool to their website, from which it will automatically fetch information such as photos, store hours, and menu items to create a listing on the app. Merchants can review and edit all of this information before publishing the listing.
Refrigerators today run on the same basic technology as they did more than 100 years ago. You'd think we could have come up with something better by now, and we have, but nothing has been able to dethrone cheap, reliable vapor compression, the process that's keeping your milk cold today. One startup hopes to change that. Health authorities are investigating a suspected hantavirus outbreak aboard the cruise vessel MV Hondius after 3 passengers died during the voyage from Argentina to Cape Verde. According to the World Health Organization, 1 case has been confirmed so far, while 5 others remain under investigation. Laboratory testing is underway to identify any additional infections and determine the source of the outbreak.
Karachi traders have called on the government to ease restrictions or extend business hours as a severe heatwave continues to impact the city. Rizwan Irfan, president of the Karachi Electronics Dealers Association, urged Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Sindh Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah to take immediate action. The Pakistan Hockey Federation, PHF, has officially announced the trial schedule for both its under-18 and senior national teams as part of preparations for upcoming international competitions, including the U18 Asia Cup and the FIH Pro League. According to a press release from the PHF media cell, the decision was made after detailed consultations among the Federation's Professional Development Committee, National Selection Committee and team head coaches. The final plan was approved by the PHF president. A surge of phishing campaigns offering free verification badges is targeting users across social media platforms. According to security researchers, these scams exploit the demand for verified blue-tick badges, which are often seen as a sign of credibility and authority.
And the Islamabad administration has enforced a strict one-dish policy, warning that a second violation will lead to sealing of marriage halls and arrests, along with legal action and fines. According to the spokesman of the ICT administration, the authority has stepped up enforcement of the one-dish policy at wedding venues.
Italian prosecutors have opened an unlawful detention investigation following a raid by Israeli forces on a Gaza-bound aid flotilla. Italian media reported on Monday the probe was opened following complaints received over the detention last week of Spanish citizen Saif Abu Keshek and Brazilian Tiago Avila, who were on an Italian-flagged vessel. Islamabad. The Human Rights Commission of Pakistan's HRCP on Monday launched its annual report for 2025, observing a severe contraction of civic space, the erosion of judicial independence and deepening insecurity over the past year. The report, titled State of Human Rights in 2025, was launched in Islamabad with HRCP chairperson Asad Iqbal Butt, former chairperson Hina Gilani, co-chair Munizai Jahangir, vice-chair Nazreen Azhar and Secretary-General Haris Khaliq present. The daughter of a Bondi Beach attack victim has described how, since the shooting, she has received messages saying she too should have been killed. Shaina Gutnick was the first witness appearing before Australia's Royal Commission into Anti-Semitism, set up in the wake of a shooting at a Hanukkah event in December, in which 15 people were killed.
European leaders are descending on Armenia for two unprecedented summits in a country long considered Russia's closest ally in the South Caucasus. The symbolism for this country of fewer than 3 million people is hard to overstate. Armenia is a member of Russian President Vladimir Putin's Eurasian Economic Union, and Moscow hosts a military base on Armenian soil. Cheap, mass-produced one-way drones have played a major role in the conflict between the United States, Israel, and Iran since the first attacks on Tehran on February 28. As Iran uses these drones to target energy facilities, air bases, and other strategic sites across the Gulf and Israel, the US and Israel use expensive interceptor missiles for defense. To counter the drone threat, Gulf states and their US partners have turned to Ukrainian-made anti-drone technology, battle-tested against Russian drone attacks. A group of leading tennis players, including Jannik Sinner, Aryna Sabalenka, and Coco Gauff, have expressed their deep disappointment at the prize money on offer at Garros during a lingering dispute with Grand Slam tournament organizers. The clay court Grand Slam event starts on May 24 in Paris. The players said they have other demands that have not been addressed by officials, including better representation, healthcare, and pensions.
The Capital Development Authority, CDA, has decided to launch a joint venture with the Defence Housing Authority, DHA, for the development of 3 new sectors in Islamabad, following the progress made on Margala Enclave. According to a CDA spokesperson, the two sides will work together on sectors D13, E13 and F13.
The Higher Education Department, Punjab, has taken a decision to set up counselling centres in government colleges for the guidance and welfare of students. This initiative aims to build the character of students, improve their mental health, and prepare them for a better future. The Punjab government has introduced sweeping changes to the registration and renewal system for private schools, imposing stricter conditions aimed at improving transparency, oversight, and digitization. Under the new policy, the Private School Regulatory Authority Punjab has been directed to strengthen monitoring, with all registration processes to be conducted through a centralized online portal.
And the National Accountability Bureau, NAB, conducted an operation in Al Haram City, Islamabad, to remove illegal occupation from plots belonging to allottees after receiving complaints from affected owners. According to NAB, the action was carried out on the instructions of Director General Islamabad Rawalpindi Region Waqar Chauhan in coordination with local revenue officials and Rawalpindi Cantonment Police.
Total of 7 domestic and international flights had been cancelled, while several flights had been delayed at the Allama Iqbal International Airport. According to airport sources, Air Blue flight PA410 from Lahore to Dubai and PA4111 from Dubai to Lahore were cancelled. Similarly, Fly Dubai flight F359 from Dubai to Lahore and FZ360 from Lahore to Dubai were also affected.
And Mundid. On Monday, citizens in Sindh's provincial capital, Karachi, experienced sweltering temperatures as the mercury touched 44 degrees Celsius. The Pakistan Meteorological Department, PMD, in its daily advisory on Monday, said that very hot and dry weather is expected to persist in the southern parts of the country over the week. And the US and Israel launched strikes on Iran in late February without the United Nations Security Council's authorization. The strikes were in violation of international law, the United Nations Charter, and the principles of just war, a theory that provides a framework for determining whether a war is morally justifiable. And the consequences of the US and Israel's actions included a potential collapse of the international order and immeasurable harm to the global economy. And the United Nations confers upon the Security Council the primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security and the prevention of precisely such outcomes. However, and it has been seen that this responsibility remains at the mercy of the UNSC's permanent members, who can exercise their veto power to overrule it.
Islamabad. The Islamabad High Court, IHC, on Monday issued a detailed judgment in the One Constitution Avenue case, upholding the cancellation of the lease of the multi-billion rupee project. It ruled that buyers of luxury apartments in the development do not have ownership rights and may instead pursue legal remedies against the builder for recovery of their investment.
Rudy Giuliani, the former New York City mayor and a longtime champion of President Donald Trump, is in a stable but critical condition in hospital, his spokesman has said. Mayor Giuliani is a fighter who has faced every challenge in his life with unwavering strength, and he's fighting with that same level of strength as we speak. Tete Gunsen in a social media post.
Two of Nigeria's most prominent opposition figures have announced they have switched parties in a dramatic political realignment ahead of next year's presidential election. Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso, who finished third and fourth respectively in the 2023 presidential race, have both joined the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, raising the prospect of a joint ticket to challenge President Bola Tinubu.
A Ukrainian drone hit an upmarket residential high-rise in Moscow in the early hours of Monday, resulting in no casualties, but causing visible damage to the facade of the building. It was the third night in a row that the Russian capital came under attack from drones, days before Russia holds a scaled-back the 9th May parade to mark the Soviet Union's victory over Nazi Germany.
And Halo 2 and Halo 3 remakes are reportedly in early development at Halo Studios. According to a report from Leaker Rebs Gaming, the report states that both projects are being developed using Unreal Engine 5, similar to the remake of the original Halo game.
The Pakistan Meteorological Department, PMD, has issued its outlook for May 2026, forecasting above normal rainfall in many parts of the country and warmer than usual temperatures nationwide. According to the monthly outlook, wet conditions are expected to persist during May, with the strongest rainfall anomalies likely in the northern half of the country. These include Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, northern Punjab, Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, and northern Balochistan.
A study by researchers at IMT School for Advanced Studies Looker shows that dreams are influenced by personality traits, daily experiences, and broader life events. The study also explained why some dreams tend to feel real while others are fragmented and strange. Published in Communication Psychology, the study analysed more than 3,700 descriptions of dreams and waking experiences aged between 18 and 70, aged between 18 and 70.
And a giveaway activity during the Pakistan Super League PSL 11 final has come under scrutiny after officials were seen throwing keypad mobile phone boxes into the crowd at Lahore's Gaddafi Stadium. The incident occurred during the match between Peshawar Zalmi and Hyderabad Kingsmen, reportedly after the 10th over of the second innings, when organisers introduced a lucky giveaway segment.
The Federal Constitutional Court of Pakistan has approved a major increase in compensation for its employees, effectively a 50% increase in their take-home pay through newly introduced allowances. According to an official office order, the Chief Justice exercised powers under Article 208B of the Constitution, along with relevant judicial precedents, to revise the court's internal pay structure. Dananir Mobeen turned heads in London on Saturday with her look for the UK premiere of Mera Layari. Her clothes and style paid tribute to the film and the people it's about, styled by Saad Hassan. The star wore a white shirt with a wide collar and puffed shoulders, paired with a traditional Balochi shalwar. The top and bottom were plain, likely in a deliberate effort to keep attention on the star of the outfit. An embroidered corset full of messages.